It's the second annual rivalry weekend around Major League Baseball. There are 11 series between interleague rivals this weekend. Ours is Braves versus Red Sox here at Truist Park. Red out Friday. Boston comes in having lost 4 of 6, dropping a series to Tampa. Atlanta stays hot, taking 2 of 3 from the Dodgers and the Cubs.
Spencer Strider getting the ball tonight. So encouraging what we saw his last time out at Dodger Stadium.
Turned it on in a big way. The fastball was good. His slider was back. It was vintage Spencer Strider.
And Duran with a leadoff walk.
And 2 down here in the first inning. Here's Wilson Contreras. Pick off over to first base. Might have him. They do. They just pick. Duran. Well, they've had a hard time scoring men all year. The last thing they want is have a guy picked off, and that's exactly how the inning ends.
Connolly early, 24 years old. It's a great challenge. He's facing a terrific offense.
This year, it's a little bit different. He continues to adapt. Whiff hasn't been there. However, still that 3.16 ERA.
1 down for Drake Baldwin. No score, bottom of the first inning.
Center field, pretty well struck off the bat of Drake Baldwin. At the track. The wall! It's out of here! Rafaela had it in his glove, but it's over the fence, and Baldwin gives the Braves the lead. We have to call him Solo Drake. I mean, that's 11 of his 12 homers now solo shots. 7 of his homers have come in the first inning this year.
Get him early. First pitch here to Drake Baldwin is a
Come in the first inning this year.
Get him early. To Drake Baldwin is a 4-seam fastball, pretty much middle, and he drilled it. And you're right. What a great shot right there in the glove, and the wall helps.
Rafaela looked at his glove in disbelief as it popped out on him.
So for Conley early, he has had some trouble here early, giving up the homer, now hitting Ozzie Albies. Here comes Matt Olson, left on left matchup.
Cut and a miss, and down he goes. Strike 3. Olson down swinging.
Yeah, that's that sneaky fastball, top of the zone, set up by his changeup.
Runners at first and second. Good trip to the plate for Austin.
So Bailey out for a conversation.
Braves have a record of 13-3 when facing southpaws, so hoping to see more of that here tonight.
And now has to face a guy who's been one of the more productive hitters this season, Michael Harris, and popped it up. Drifting on Monasterio, calling everybody off. He's there and makes the catch. Tired. 2 men left, but a run in on the Baldwin homer.
And now Wilson Contreras leads off for the Red Sox. There's Peppers right there. Fastball at 98. And there's strikeout number 1 for Spencer Strider.
Good fastball. This is 98 miles an hour here from Spencer Strider.
Runner at first bluffs. That swung on, miss. Good fastball at 97. And he zaps Meyer. 2 strikeouts in the inning.
2 strikeouts by fastball.
That'll bring Monasterio to the plate. 2 down.
Steal for Cedon. That is his 3rd of the year, and he's in scoring position.
Off the end of the bat, right back where it came from. Strider clean through 2.
Ha-Sung Kim leads off.
Has a ground ball on the left side. Durbin dives. He gloves. Comes to his feet. Throwing the first. Picked out by Contreras. Lovely job there. And there's one away.
Durbin continues to excel defensively.
I don't think he had the best grip on this ball, but you see that quick stab. It's been a tougher play for Monasterio. And a nice pick by Contreras. Wilson's been so good over there.
Toward the hole. Another diving play, Durbin. He'll fire into second to get the out there. That's an outstanding play. Made a couple in the inning. 2 gone.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one. The other one was a little slower hit, but actually bobbles and stays with it. Really nice play just to get it out.
Top of the order, Dubon. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to center.
Swing and a miss. He blew him away. Connolly's got his 2nd strikeout. Nice job settling in here.
Drake Baldwin gave the Braves a 1-0 lead in the first. He leads off the 3rd.
Wave and a miss. That gets by everybody. Narvaez has to go to get it and fire, but not going to get him. Despite the strikeout, Baldwin will advance to first base.
This sweeper was way outside. I mean, this wasn't even ever close to the plate. because Narvaez couldn't get to it.
2 down for Austin Riley.
And he strikes him out. He puts him away. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Conley early.
Wilyer Abreu, the batter. Got Abreu to pop out to third base back in the first inning.
And he strikes him out with the curveball.
And good execution of the curveball. This gives you an idea, even though he's not using it nearly as much as he did in Colorado, the confidence level that Spencer Strider has in this pitch.
A lot of numbers to like for the 30-14 Atlanta Braves. Braves 61 homers, now 62 after the Baldwin homer. Second most in baseball. This one is in play. Michael gives it a ride. Right center. See you later. Money Mike. Solo shot.
Just put the jumper cables on that thing and shocked it right over the right center field wall. 2-0 Braves. Holy smokes, what a swing.
And this is not where you throw a sinker. Top of the zone, even above it a little bit. They want this ball down maybe below the zone. Instead, it's up above.
Michael's 8th homer of the season. His second this year off of a lefty.
Spencer Strider, just to bring you up to date, 4 scoreless innings to this point, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, giving up 1 hit.
Rafaela Meyer and Monasterio in this inning. Liner into left field, down into the corner. He hooked that ball. It's going to be fair and takes a skip and over the wall for a double. Cedon with a 2-base hit to begin inning number 5.
Just keeps doing it. You know, this is a mistake. This is a bad slider up in the zone. Does what he should do to it, but still going to put the A swing on it.
And the hands of Marcelo Meyer, left-handed hitting second baseman, popped up. Under it at third base, Austin Riley. He's right next to I mean,
swing on it.
and the hands of Marcelo Meyer, left-handed second baseman, popped up. Under it at third base, Austin Riley. He's right next to the bag. I mean, standing right in front of it, makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Here comes Andrew Monasterio.
Play at third. Yes, they got it. That's 2 tonight for Sandy Leone as he gets Rafael. Trying to slide it. Got it. That's 2 tonight for Sandy Leone as he gets Rafaela trying to slide it. Third.
That's just bad baseball and a bad decision here for a team that has struggled to score runs. You're already in position.
1-2, popped up left field. Coming in Mauricio Dubon, medium depth left. Looking up into the twilight, but he spots it and he's got it for the out. So they send the minimum to the plate in the top of the 5th. We're off to the bottom of the inning. 2-0 Braves. 2 down for Matt Olson. Bases empty.
Strike not called, and the Red Sox will challenge. I thought that was over the corner. Carlos taps the helmet, and we'll see. And yes, saw in the corner. Nice job, nice challenge.
So overturned. They go 1-2-3.
And it'll be Carlos Narvaez leading off for the Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning.
Hammered into left field. That's down for a hit. Rolling for the corner. Narvaez digging for 2. Up with it, Dubon, and he is safely into second base. A stand-up double. So it's a second inning in a row, and the 3rd straight inning that the Red Sox have had the leadoff man on.
You have Narvaez at second. Red Sox are trailing by 2 runs. They have 1 run out there right now. Are they going to bunt or are they going to go for the bigger inning? Durbin is not squaring yet, and
I'm a swing and a miss on a slider. He's out on the front foot. I can tell for a second if he got a piece of it and fouled it off, but it was held onto by Leon.
Yeah, that's the slider you have to throw full count.
That's Strider's 4th strikeout and his last. Here comes Walt Weiss, and Dylan Lee will be called upon to face the lefty stick of Jaron Duran.
Lee gets the strikeout. They know the slider is coming, and it simply does not matter.
It doesn't. I mean, it's good to lefties and to righties, but really devastating to these left-handed hitters.
2 down for
Mickey Gasper.
And a base hit into left field. Narvaez hitting third. Dubon up and throwing. Here's a play at the plate. Here's the tag. He's safe. He got in there. He tumbles in to score the run. Gasper with his 2nd hit tonight. The Red Sox get on the board.
On the board, aggressive send from Epperson at third base, but you're trying to make some things happen.
Another quiet night for Marcelo. He's had a lot of them as of late. He has struck out and popped up.
Swung on, hammered, high in the air, right field and deep, back to the wall. We are tied. Marcelo Meyer makes this 2-2 with one of the biggest, loudest swings in recent Red Sox memory. Man, oh man, 2-2 game in the 7th.
Or just hit homers. He gets this little hanging breaking ball, which is really nice to see. That first extra base hit in 17 games. There's that slider. Spinner just left it up and in. They talk about that down and in spot for lefties. He likes it right there. He'd come in a better spot. Tied this ball game up late.
I'll see. Monasterio's 0 for 2. There's a line shot deep into the left field corner. That's down for a hit. That'll bounce over the wall for a double. The Red Sox coming to life here in the 7th. Home run and a 2-base hit. And now the go-ahead run is at second.
The Braves will go to the bullpen. So Robert Suarez will be called upon. Narvaez will be the batter.
Suarez got it. Gas, 99, top shelf to end the top of the 7th. All tied.
And the Red Sox need Duran to get it going.
Another grounder. How about Ozzie? How about Ozzie? Full extension.
Now, if that foot is bothering him, we would never know it based on this play from Ozzie Albies as he goes ranging to his left. Does a great job getting behind and around that baseball, and he goes with a long hop to make it a little bit easier for Matt Olson.
2-1 with 2 out for Andrew Monasterio.
Monasterio has never faced Iglesias. That should be an advantage for Rysel.
And now the 2-2. He struck him out. Change up from Miggy to send us to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 2.
Lefty Aroldis Chapman, the Cuban missile. Wednesday night, Chapman converted his 24th consecutive save opportunity. In save opportunities during that span, Chapman has allowed 0 runs and 2 hits. Braves looking to do some damage. Just need 1 run to win it.
Michael Harris climbing in, left on left.
And he puts him away. Struck him out. 1 down.
Gave him a little fastball in that chance, but he was really late on it. So if you're Harris, you're thinking, I got to speed this thing up. I was late. And he's just committing. No chance.
Now the 0-2 to Farmer, the pinch hitter. Struck him out. 1, 2, 3 they go. We are going to the 10th inning in Atlanta. Red Sox 2, Braves 2.
Red Sox have 8-9-1. So Carlos Narvaez, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Jaron Duran against an Atlanta reliever. The right-hander Didier Fuentes is on.
Got him swinging. Fastball 98.
To the right side, Ozzie over. So there's your second out. Monasterio to third.
That's why you love having swing and miss in your bullpen, right? The Narvaez strikeout was a big one, and it gives you that opportunity now to get out of this inning, even with contact.
Mickey Gasper has been the hottest hitter of late for the Red Sox, and he's continued that tonight. Duran at second, Monasterio at third. And Fuentes, the young right-hander, looking for 1 more out.
1-1 pitch. Liner, but there is Ha-Sung Kim. Johnny on the spot. Everybody can exhale. Braves will try to walk it off.
Braves with a great opportunity after Didier Fuentes keeps the Sox close in top of the inning. The new reliever is left-hander
Tyler Samaniego facing the left-hand hitting Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski, long major league career.
Winning run at second, and Ha-Sung Kim.
Yastrzemski out to left center. It drops down. It gets by Rafaela. It's a walk-off Friday night winner in Atlanta.
Impressive there for Yaz, left on left. He's been locked in. He's been seeing the baseball very well lately. The quality of swings have been solid, and this was not easy to do, and he stung it.
This team
Truist Park in Atlanta. The Red Sox and Braves clash in the middle game of the series. The Braves taking game one in extra innings last night.
And on the mound for the Atlanta Braves, it is the double nickel, number 55, Bryce Elder.
1.81 is the ERA to go with a spectacular 180 opponent's batting average against Tier 4 Bryce Elder. He has been excellent.
Jarren Duran at 174 and 0 for his last 17, trying to break that up against a very tough righty. And a shot to right field. That's going to get all the way to the wall on a bounce. Duran taking off for second. Azócar digs it. He's into second base. He snaps that 0 for 17. Mickey Gasper catching tonight. Hitting .412, trying to go up the middle. Duran had to get back to the bag, and the throw is in time at first. Hitting .412, trying to that 0 for 17. Mickey Gasper catching tonight. Hitting .412. Trying to go up the middle. Duran had to get back to the bag, and the throw is in time. First, Gasper retired on one pitch in front of Wilyer Brave. 325 since April 22nd. He has been one of the few guys in the lineup you could say is locked in.
Swing and a miss. Buries that slider down and in, and Abreu is gone.
0-2 just blew his doors off with a fastball. Swung on, missed. Back-to-back strikeouts versus Abreu and Contreras. And Duran left stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Peyton Tolley, the lefty on the mound for Boston, and facing Baldwin, Albies, and Olson here in the bottom of a scoreless first inning. 0-1 squared up and driven. Deep center, Rafaela to the wall. That is long gone. Drake Baldwin just ignited that thing deep over the center field wall. It's 1-0 Braves. This feels like deja vu from last night.
Baldwin, a solo homer in the first inning yesterday from the 2-hole. Tonight he does it from the leadoff spot.
Fastball here, left on left with the 2-seamer, meaning it's going to have some run, or at least it's supposed to. That one did not look like it moved very much at all. And a little rinse and repeat here for Drake Baldwin on what he did yesterday. 407 feet to center field, this time 421.
We might have back-to-back.
Duran backing up, leaping. He's got it up against the fence. Atlanta coming out swinging. Now you get to their number one home run guy in Olson with 14. And he'll hit a high drive in left field, but not nearly as deep. Duran there, right away, swinging the bats.
Now Austin Riley.
And that's going to be in there for strike three. Side retired. He gets the next three after the home run by Baldwin.
At the bottom of the third inning, it'll be Leon, Azócar, and Baldwin for the Braves. 8, 9, and 1 in the order.
And a ground ball at short on a stereo up and over. One down. And that is 7 in a row retired by Peyton.
Now the 9-hitter, Jose Azócar.
This is hit well. Rafaela's not going to get to it. He does stop it, but not before Azócar is standing at second base with a double.
I'll tell you what, I thought that was past Rafaela. He took as wide of an angle as he possibly could. This ball is stung off the bat of Azócar, and as soon as it got down, I was like, oh, that's a triple. And give Rafaela some credit for keeping it to a double.
And now here's Drake Baldwin, and he's going to take a walk here in the third. Totally a little more careful this time around with Baldwin.
Always good power. Little floater into left field. Charging on it, Duran. He'll get there. Runners go back to first and second. And it's 2 down in front of Olson.
He swings, hits a fly ball to left field. Should hang up. Durbin out down the line. He staggers into foul territory, makes the catch, and Peyton Tolley gets out of dodge. 2 men on, and strands both of them to finish off the bottom of the third inning.
Keeps on swinging it.
I mean, there's no reason not to have him in there right now. You know, I mean, we've seen it before with different kind of role guys, whether they come in, guy like Dom Smith, who's here, who swung it, and he just ride the hot hand.
Lunging in a liner to left field. That'll drop for a base hit. Into second base, Gasper, and the Red Sox have something going on in the 4th inning against Elder, first and second. Nobody out. Contreras trying to get restarted. Struck out in the first inning, so he's 3 for his last 30.
His timing has been off. It seems like he's been late on fastballs. He's just caught in between.
Swinging a ground ball left side might be two. Riley 30 dropped it. He throws the second. Not in time. Willier beat it. It's a long wait. He says play on. Bases loaded on an error by Austin Riley.
I need a crooked number. I don't want one. I need a crooked number, Obi.
Runners in scoring position. The Red Sox have had an awful time of it. Last night they were 1 for 10. Previous 6 games 4 for 42. That is under 100 for a batting average. And Elder home with a 1-2 to Yoshida. And a liner into left field softly. Dubon coming in, makes the catch. Tagging up. Here comes Gasper. The throw to the plate. The tag. He is safe. He got in there. Boy, the throw was there. But he beats. Dubon coming in, makes the catch. Tag up. Here comes Gasper. The throw to the plate. The he is safe. He got in there. Boy, the throw was there, but he beats it on the slide. Weiss with another hand up. Let's see if they challenge. They will on this play.
Worth the challenge. It's going to be close.
But Dubon kind of overcharges this, so but he movement floating back.
But it looked like he had that foot in.
Yeah. Ooh, that's about as close as it gets.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. The man loses the challenge.
You got one. Now you got to get more. Can't come out with just one.
So Yoshida will pick up the RBI, number 6, and Cedon is the batter. Hit the ball hard first time. Lined out deep to right, and that'll be popped up on the infield. Albies there with the infield fly rule. 2 down.
Contreras still at first. Still Abreu at second. With 2 down, here comes Marcelo Meyer. There's a fly ball to left. Mauricio Dubon looking up into the cloudy sky. That comes on down, makes a 2-handed catch, and that ends the top of the 4th inning. But a run for the Red Sox on the sac fly by Yoshida. They strand 2 hits and an error in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1.
Peyton Tolley starts the bottom of the 4th inning with a tie game. And Tolley will see 4, 5, and 6 in the Atlanta lineup. Austin Riley, Mauricio Dubon, and Michael Harris the second.
Little pop center field, racing out Meyer, and then coming on Cedon to make the sliding play. Makes that look just so easy.
I thought Marcelo maybe was going to have to catch this ball, but you can see he was out of his reach rather. It's so smooth and a style to go with it.
Ground ball deep short. Monasterio to be tested. He will skip the throw and right on the money to get Dubon. High fly along the line. Duran charging over into foul ground, still coming hard, and a nice play. Wall was coming up quick. He made the catch. They're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Zokar, if he keeps it fair, and he does, it's going to be a pair of doubles tonight for Jose Zokar.
Well, seems to get a good look at Peyton.
And before that, Peyton Tolley had retired 7 in a row, so that disrupts his groove. And now Drake Baldwin, who has a homer and a walk tonight, and add a single to that ledger. Zokar's coming home. Durant's throw late. Play at second.
He is out there, and that'll retire the side. But a run does score. Baldwin still a handful in this series. He picks up second RBI tonight.
Durant makes this throw, but nice job by Mickey kind of seeing that it's offline to get the Baldwin out at second base. They got the lead, but at least you ended the inning. A little 2-out double right away. First pitch not.
7 innings behind us. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Like we mentioned earlier, this feels like an extension of last night's game. Braves won 3-2 in 10 innings. A lot of good pitching, good defense. Not a whole lot of offense. Braves leading 2-1 in the top of the 8th.
And here's Willier. And a liner into left. That's going to slice and find a home on the grass. Dubon up with it. He's heading into second. Abreu. Here's the throw. It gets by. Dives in with a double. Nice hustle play. His second hit tonight.
He busts out of that box. This time Dubon sets his feet and tries to get a strong throw. Just a late hop. Looked like Abreu was going to beat this thing out. Now you got to get this guy in.
Looking to tie it. Contreras, he has a hit tonight. He's 1 for 3. Swinging, there's a drive. Deep to left. Racing back Dubon. It's gone. Home run, Wilson Contreras. He buries it into the seats.
His 9th of the year, and the Red Sox jump in front, 3-2.
Thank you, Wilson. 2-run homer. A little slider. He laid off the one in the dirt. This one was up just a little bit more. He went down and got it. Oh, he's looking for that big hit. Guys in scoring position. You're now 1 for 10. But it's a beautiful thing, a 2-run shot.
Meanwhile, Tolley is pitching into the 8th inning. His career high is 7.
Well, he only got 4 hits, but the guy on deck is Okar's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. And Baldwin, the guy behind him, he's 2 for 2 with a homer and a RBI knock.
0-2 and a fly to left field. Duran there backing up on it now, and he'll make the play. 1 down in the Atlanta 8th inning. And another one popped up into right. Coming on to Brave, plenty of time to get there, and 2 down.
Aldis Chapman looms large down there in that Red Sox bullpen, one of the nastiest closers in the league. So got to do everything you can here in the 8th.
And it's drilled high into left field. Duran back at the warning track. He squares up. He's there to make the play. Chad Tracy rides with his gut, and it pays off. We go to the 9th inning.
Red Sox bring on their closer, lefty Aroldis Chapman. 17 seasons in the league. He has 9 saves this year and has 376 career saves. Just one more will get him in a tie for 10th place all time with Joe Nathan.
Little blooper, foul ground. Contreras ranging over. Slides, and he makes the play. And a very tough catch. He's doing it all tonight.
Him and Hunter Wendell. They were in lockstep. I don't know if they make. Contact. We're looking at the replay. I think he might have grazed him on the shoulder, but that is incredible concentration.
What a play. 1 out away from what would be a fabulous win against baseball's best team.
Riley with a ground ball to short. Monasterio has it. He throws to first base. It's a high throw, and it gets away. Contreras, and the game continues.
And Atlanta's still alive. They've got a base runner here in the 9th, and the game should be over. Red Sox should be shaking hands, but instead a high throw by Monasterio on what should have ended the game.
8 straight pitches out of the zone. The bases are loaded and ahead, quite likely to win the game for the Braves.
What do we have here? The bases are loaded, 2 down now. And Ha-Sung Kim, who scored the winning run last night, will climb in a base hit away from at least tying the game.
2 down, 2 strikes. Chapman trying to end this right now. And the pitch. Ground ball, that knocks him down. It ricochets, run trying to score. Flip to first, in time. Made the play. He recovered somehow despite one right off the body, and the Red Sox hang on for the win as they beat Atlanta by a final score of 3-2.
That was spectacular. Chapman
beat Atlanta by a final score 3-2.
That was spectacular.
Win as they beat Atlanta by
Rubber game between the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. Braves winning on Friday 3-2. Red Sox winning yesterday 3-2. And now it's time to see what Sunday will bring under the sunshine here in Atlanta. On the mound, making his 9th start of the season, number 66, Grant Holmes.
Hoping Jarren Duran can give the Red Sox a good feeling at the top of the lineup.
and in the center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. So a couple of knocks in the last 2 days for Jarren, and he's aboard quickly in the first inning.
Here's Mickey Gasper, who's been brilliant.
Swing and a miss. There's that excellent slider from Grant Holmes.
Well, this is what you get with Grant Holmes. It is an unbelievable finishing pitch for him. One of the best swing and miss sliders in baseball right now.
Here now, Wilyer Abreu. I got a Mafre feeling about him today.
1-1. Ground ball to the right side. Ozzie to his left gloves. Swivels and fires to second. They get the lead out there. Wilson Contreras. He was the homer for the Red Sox last night with his 2-run homer in the 8th. Bouncer to second. Ozzie's on the other end. Takes it on 2 easy bounces. Goes over to first base, and there's the 3rd out. So nothing doing for the Red Sox outside of that leadoff single by Duran. We go to the bottom of the 1st inning.
Brian Bayo on the mound for the bottom of the 1st inning. Red Sox did not score. In the top half here is the always dangerous Drake Baldwin, left-handed hitter.
And a ground ball at second base. Meyer. Marcelo from the outfield grass will toss out Baldwin on 1 pitch.
1 down for Ozzie Albies. Ozzie 0 for 7 in the series, swinging it from the left side against the righty Bayo.
Ozzie out to right field. 1-out single on a 3-1 pitch.
So with 1 down, the Braves have him at 1st and 2nd. The bat in the hands of Michael Harris. I think this is a matchup you probably like.
At second base, Meyer to Monasterio. 1 there on the 1st. Not in time. So they'll be on at 1st and 3rd. 2 down. He did get the ground ball, but no double play.
Some good history here for Austin Riley. 5 for 9 against Brian Bayo, all singles.
This is really where the Braves have struggled in the series. Men in scoring position. Braves now 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position this series. And Riley put the long stroke on it. Deep left field. Series. And Riley put the long stroke on it. Deep left field. That is gone. 3-run homer. Austin says, I got your answer for your drought with runners in scoring position. Belted it halfway up the bleachers. And it's 3-0 Braves in the 1st inning. What a power stroke that was. My goodness.
Boy, what a pivotal moment in this game. These Red Sox have been struggling to score runs this season. Only 4 in 19 when the opponent scores first. A 3-run lead to them probably feels like 6.
He is retired, and there's 1 down. Comes Marcelo Meyer.
We don't exaggerate here. We say he's got a good slider. We mean it.
And right on cue, it's the slider that takes care of Meyer. Grant Holmes looking for a 1-2-3 top of the 2nd. And he's got it. He can take those beautiful locks to the dugout and get some shade.
Genuinely, with what you've seen so far, 1 trip to the lineup. And look, hopefully it changes immediately here. But I think you have to start thinking about Ryan Watson throwing. I mean, that's better than what this is.
So the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the order have gone double, single, walk to load him up for Baldwin.
And he has walked in a run. It is 4-0. Still nobody.
Big pitch for Bayo, and a very important 1st out here in the 2nd.
Bases loaded, 1 out for Matt Olson. He walked in the 1st inning. First pitch to Olson, and he'll bounce it to first base. Glove by Contreras, steps on first. A run will score, and that's the only out they get. Make it 5-0 Braves as Contreras touched the bag. I think he thought he could touch the bag and come to the plate, but that would have been far too late, and he had to hold it at that point.
Sends up Harris, who grounds that one to second, and Meyer in plenty of time
gets him at first. They add a couple of more runs, 5-0 the Braves.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Narvaez ropes it in the air to left field. On the other end, diving is Azócar, and he holds on to it. A diving effort, and then the glove rolled up under him, and third base umpire Nick Lentz had to make sure that he had that in the leather, and he did for the out. Terrific play by Jose.
1-2 slider. Swing and a miss. Sogard is down. 3 strikeouts for Holmes.
0-2. Hit sharply. That's a gapper. That's onto the grass, onto the track, and up against the wall. Duran scampering into second. He'll stop there. 2 for 2 today. Maybe starting to come to life offensively.
0-1 to Gasper. In the air towards left field. High in the air to left. Jose Azócar under it. Catches the fly ball. And that ends the top of the third.
Grant's done a great job today when he's falling behind hitters. He's making quality pitches when he's behind in the count.
0-1, hard ground ball, left side bouncing, over third down the line. Fair ball past the dive of Riley. Kicks off the sidewall. Azócar gets to it. Contreras go to second. Throw there is not in time. Wilson Contreras double. And the Red Sox have their second man in scoring position against Grant Holmes. And the Red Sox put 2 men on against Grant Holmes for the first time this afternoon.
Arcelo 0 for 1. He fanned his first trip. First and second, only 1 away.
Trying to get out of the fourth here. Long run. Who's going to take it? Well, both reached up, and Riley caught it.
So if at any point Mateo calls for that ball, it's his.
And then Monasterio rolls it to Mateo, and just like that, a couple pitches later, the side is retired.
Mateo's going to see 8-9-1 in the Atlanta lineup. Mike Yastrzemski, Yaz will lead it off. Left-hand hitting right fielder.
Yastrzemski puts it high in the air to right. It's all the way up the wall. It's out of here. Sunday brunch for 1 at the Chop House for Yastrzemski.
That's his second, and both have come on this homestand. He's swinging a much better bat, and he adds on to the lead. It's now 6-0 Braves.
Yeah, what a beautiful swing there. Curveball down. It seems like Mike is not missing many breaking balls from right-handers coming into him. Hammered that one just to continue to apply the pressure to Bello and the Red Sox.
And went down and dropped the barrel right on it.
It is one thing they've done in this series pretty consistently is get leadoff hitters aboard. It's what has followed that has been the problem.
One-0 pitch right on a line to second, caught by Ozzie Albies. Sogard hit it right on the screws, but directly to Ozzie, 1 down.
Top of the order, Jarren Duran 2 for 2 today, a single and a double.
Nasty slider. Say goodbye to Duran. So Duran had the single and the double on an 0-2 pitch against Holmes. This time in the 5th, Holmes wins the battle. This should be pretty easy for Yaz. Bathed in sunlight, he makes the catch. We're halfway home.
Another 0 hung up on the board by Grant Holmes. He's in line for a win now. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0 Braves.
Oh, do it.
Good challenge, Austin.
I think this is only the second time Austin Riley has challenged, right? He's been, let's say, tentative, but maybe just not that comfortable doing it. But I'm with you. This is a good time to pull it out.
The pitch has been changed to a ball.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch. Riley slugs it down the left field line. That's ticketed for the corner. Austin bounds on. On first, continues to sprint to second. Just now arriving to it is Duran. Hits his cutoff man, and it's a 1-out double by Austin Riley, who's 2 for 3 with a homer and a double.
You're going to go through some rough spots, and they can be very difficult to get out of. And when you get out of them, you start to see these kind of streaks. And Austin Riley is on one right now.
That'll get the inning to Dom Smith, who is lined to center and grounded out.
2-2 to ground ball. Might have eyes. It does. Base it in the right center field. Austin cuts the bag at third. Here's the throw from Rafaela. That's up the third base line. A slide across the dish for Riley. And it's an RBI single for Dominic Smith to make it 7-0 Braves.
Dom Smith loves coming through. Loves hitting at Truist more than anywhere else. He's hitting .417 in this building this season. Just continuing the good work here in Atlanta.
It is pouring out of nowhere. Braves fans are running out of their seats.
That happened quick. We'll watch Bull Durham.
1-2 ground ball left side, bouncing toward short. Third baseman cuts it off. Riley got in front of it but made no throw. I mean,
this is one of those you really can't play in. I mean, they have to stop the game. You cannot play baseball in this kind of rain.
It is raining. Hard as it can rain.
This is a first for me here at Truist. Have you experienced hail here at the ballpark?
Not at the ballpark, no. In my 20-plus years of living here in Atlanta, certainly a handful of times we've had it.
Out to left field. This has got to be tricky. Through the hail. Catch is made by Azokar. Granters 6-7-0 Braves. Hail yeah.
All right, how about baseball? Jose Azokar will step out of the dugout, the first base side, walk to the right-handed batter's box. He is in there. Ryan Watson, wearing a dry jersey. That's a hot commodity right now, is on the mound.
He strikes him out. Got him on 3 pitches. Azokar fans one away.
And it swung on and missed. Good sweeper, back foot. Albies twists over the top of it. That's 2 strikeouts for Watson.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. A walk and 1 left. We are through 6, 7-0 Atlanta.
Rain delay came at an unfortunate time for Grant Holmes because he was cruising. On to relieve him, Ronaldo Lopez. Ronaldo's pitched in 9 games this season, 5 of being starts.
And through the hole for a base hit. Monasterio. Hit today that leads off the 7th inning.
And Wong went. He is down on strikes.
Sogard beats it into the ground, gloved it first by Olson, sends it down to second base, and they cut down Andrew Monasterio. Fielder's choice for Sogard. He's safe at first base.
Bouncer toward the middle. There's Mateo. It is time to stretch. Braves on top, 7-0.
And here's Baldwin, 0 for 2. He's walked 2 times. One of those times with the bases loaded.
Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Baldwin. Drake hammers into the air to deep center field. Going back, Rafaela throws up the glove, makes the catch. That's deep enough to drive in Mateo. He'll tag and score. It's 8-0 Braves on the sac fly by Baldwin. A lot of center fielders would have had that laser right over them. But Rafaela getting back there, leaping, throwing the glove up, and got leather on it. Great defender at center field.
Holmes was dominant, 6 shutout innings. Now Kenley looking for 1 more out.
So Connor keeps the game going with a 2-out shot into right. 8-0 Braves, 2 down for Sogard.
We'll line that one to right field. It's going to settle down in fair ground and bounce to the corner. Here comes Connor Wong. They're going to wave him in, trying to score. Here's the throw to the plate. It's late. And the Red Sox, at the very least, break up the shutout bid. Sogard with a day saver. An RBI double to make it 8-1.
Now here's a guy the Red Sox are just desperate to get hot. Duran's 2 for 4 today with a single and a double.